Tottenham Hotspur 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 2, and what a game of football that was, man. What a game. Tottenham Hotspur deserved all 3 points, but unfortunately we just couldn't get it, man. We just couldn't get over the finish line, and it's just so annoying, man. It feels like 2 points dropped, but to be honest with you, after the Palace West Ham result tonight, it feels like a point gain in my opinion, to be fair, because we're only now 2 points off West Ham. With Wolves away, who've already been relegated now, we should go and get all 3 points. West Ham have Everton at home, that won't be easy. And maybe we can start to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe it's a bit of positivity going to go on now. Hopefully that result tonight between Palace and West Ham breeds confidence around our players. Gives them a little motivation to go and win some games. For once in 2026 in the Premier League. And the game itself, it was a good game of football, man. As a neutral, I guess, for the neutrals out there, it was a good game to watch. One of the best games in the Premier League has to offer, in my opinion. But from what we've seen this season, it's been awful, the Premier League. But that game was really good, in my opinion. I do believe it deserved to be a draw. Even though I believe we should have won, the way we conceded last minute is just a bit annoying. But it is what it is. It was lapse of concentration from Danso, which led to their goal. And it's just sad that happened to him. But he's been so consistent for us all season long when he's had to come in, fill in for Romero, fill in for Van der Ven. He's come in and done a good job. Just one time, he made a mistake just once. And it's just sad, man. It's just sad in the way we conceded. But overall, Brighton did deserve an equaliser. They did deserve a point out of the game, to be fair to him. And they got the point. But let's talk about the referees. I'm not a guy that normally comes out and says stuff about the referees. I'm not that type of person. It's a weak excuse, in my opinion. But I can't lie to you, man. After that game, during that game, I thought to myself as well, I was like, this referee's a goddamn joke. How was that penalty, that penalty shout on Udogie, not being given for a penalty? How? Minter is all over him. In fact, Minter doesn't get the bloody ball. He ends up falling on Udogie in the penalty area, and the referee has the bollocks to say, no, it's not a penalty. Huh? I just don't understand where we're going with this game and the referee, and I don't get it. How, as a professional referee, you don't point to the spot there? I'll never know. And there's not too much stop and start. Didn't let the game flow like it should have been flowing. Even though it's still a good game of football, the game could have flowed a lot more. But the referee kept calling for nonsense, and every 50-50 went Brighton's way, in my opinion. But I'm not saying anymore about the referee, because still, in my opinion, still regardless, a weak excuse. It's just annoying that the ref seems to be out against Spurs right now. But yeah, the performances from players. I mean, Bentancur, honestly, after that hamstring injury, after a surgery, after being missing 3-4 months of football, he came in and he showed up. He showed up when we needed him the most, and he played really well for the 60 minutes he played. Honestly, he added the composure that the midfield has been missing since he's been gone. I can't lie to you, and he was absolutely immense. And when he came off, you can tell that the squad missed him. You can tell as soon as he came off, we didn't look the same. Xabi Simons, that's my number 10. Yeah, that guy is incredible. Honestly, I know a lot of neutral fans watching Spurs week in week out. I guess as a normal football fan, you look at Xabi Simons coming off the bench most of the time, and you say to yourself, "It's like great," because he. I'm not gonna lie to you, he's shocking from the bench. He is, but as a starting player, wow. It's not coincidence that we've won since he's joined the club. We've won 12 games, won 12 games of competitions. 11 of them he started in. Think about that. In the 12 wins we've got in all competitions since he has joined, we've got 14 in total, by the way. But since he has joined, we've had 12 wins in total, and he started in 11 of them. And yeah, why has he not been starting more? Especially if Kudus been injured, especially if Maddison been injured, and especially if Kulusevski been injured. Xabi Simons should be in the starting lineup every damn week. Every week. And I know I said he shouldn't start against Nottingham Forest. And I wish he did now, and I wish I never said that. Because he's proven me wrong. He is strong enough to start in these games. He is. Yes, he may be weak at times, but the quality he has, no one can deny that he's a quality player. That goal, that moment, that especially now that West Ham dropped points as well, that moment could mean so much more come the end of the season. And I love him, and I can't bear I can't stand the thought of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club getting relegated, and I won't be able to see players like Xavi Simons continue to thrive at my club. Because he'll leave, alongside Kudus, alongside Madison maybe. They'll all go. Udogie will go. Romero's gone, I don't care, he can go anyways. Van der Ven will be gone, I don't care, he can go. Lost respect for him, but still, these top players will be gone. Vicario's gonna go, gladly. Like, we can't get relegated, man. And who knows? Who knows with Spurs, man? Who knows? But, like I said, it's a very good performance. Kinski, by the way, has to be our starting goalkeeper for the rest of this season. He's safe hands in goal. He's good from set pieces, like defending corners. He's very good at them. Comes out, claims the ball. Comes out, punches the ball away when needed. Top quality. That especially after horror show in Madrid. He's come back with a bang. And I don't see how Vicario gets back into the lineup, honestly. Kinsley's better at everything than Vicario is. In my opinion. You guys may not agree with me, but that's the way I see it. Keep Kinsley in goal, in my opinion, for the rest of the season. Porro had a very good game. Apart from the lapse of concentration for the Bentoma volley, he should be there man marking him, because that is his player to mark in the box. But he didn't, and we conceded from it. It was still a top class finish. Had a lot to do with Matoma, and he buried it with fine style. Credit to Matoma, man. But yeah. Another shout out to, who else played well, man? Who else actually played well? Gallagher, actually. Gallagher, definitely his best performance in a Spurs shirt. Not that he was good or anything. He was decent. Definitely a good player that day. But it's his best performance in a Spurs shirt, but he hasn't been great. So, still hard to find positives around Conor Gallagher. But yes, I will give him credit when credit is due. He was very good. He was good. Who else is there that I can talk about to you guys? Danso had a solid game, man. He had a solid game up until that mistake, and it's just so annoying. The guy that's been so reliable for us all season makes that mistake. It's just annoying, man. Van der Ven had an okay game. Didn't do much wrong. Didn't do much good really either. I don't know his average performance. Bissouma, I thought Bissouma was actually decent, to be fair. A guy that's not really match fit. He played really well. Deeper, he hasn't played for ages. I thought he played quite well in that midfield. And I realised that De Zerbi actually managed Bissouma when Bissouma was at his best at Brighton. And maybe De Zerbi might be able to help Bissouma out and make him reach his best level again. And I hope he does, because there is a good player in there, Bissouma. There is a good player in there. We saw it under the first season at Ange. We saw it in him, man. He has that in him. He needs to be a bit more consistent and get match fit again, and I believe there is a good midfielder there for us in the future. But again, that's if we do stay up in the Premier League. But yeah, Solanke was poor again. I don't know what Solanke offers Spurs, honestly I don't. But yeah, man, 2-2, a point gain now that West Ham dropped points, in my opinion. And yeah, on to Wolves. And hopefully Spurs get out of this mess. But yeah, guys, that's me done for this video. And as always, come on, you Spurs.